Hey everyone, it is Wednesday, June 15th, 2016. This is Talk to Me Tuesday, number 229, and we are back on track with the video count. So, no video yesterday because I was working on something I planned on showing, and because the last thing that I had to do on it, it's really, didn't want to handle it and mess it up. I decided to wait and do a video today. So I'll show you that in just a few. A couple things, fingerless mitts. The only thing I have left is the thumb on the second mitt. So I'm going to get that finished up, get the ends woven in, and I'll show you those next week when they're completed. Socks, I have one on waist yarn, and I'm in the process of starting to work on the other one so that I can hopefully get at least one of those done, if not both of them done by next week, but not going to guarantee it. Depends on how long it takes to get the first one completed. Then I just need to complete the second one. So hopefully get those done as quickly as possible so I can move on to other things. So what do I have to share with you? I forgot to mention when I did the video about the tattoos that in the little strip mall where the shop was, which it's like 5 or 6 shops in this little mini strip mall, one of the stores was a British UK store. We decided to take a walk down because I was looking for something to drink, and this store sells nothing but things that you purchase in Britain and in the UK. So I had to buy a couple things. One of those things I bought was, of course, Maltesers for those chocolate lovers in us. These are absolutely delicious. Wish they sold them in our stores because I love malted milk balls, but these are just that much better. So, yep, box of Maltesers. I also bought, and I believe they call these crisps in the UK. We call them potato chips here, but I think they call them crisps because chips over there are French fries. Got some Walkers, and they say ready salted, which, I guess there's plain ones with no salt. I don't know, but the logo on it kind of reminds me of what the logo from Lay's potato chips used to look like. Flavor-wise, I'm not really seeing a difference between these and what we buy here in the US, but maybe there is a difference. I don't know. But yeah, they're actually really tasty. And then I also bought a tin of strawberry and cream travel candies, or travel sweets. So these are really good. This is what they look like, and they are very tasty. I actually have a little plastic container I put some in to take to work with me. So yeah, my daughter actually ordered some stuff. You can order online and have stuff shipped directly to your house from the stores. So she got some Banana Quick, which we can't buy in our grocery stores. She got some Jammy Dodgers, which are like 2 cookies with some jelly in between the layers of cookie. She bought some crumpets, which she said remind her of a mix between a pancake and a muffin. And looks-wise, they look like a pancake when you've got the one side up and you got all the little air holes from it, the steam coming out. So those were, she said, really good. She got some jelly babies, which were rather interesting. They're not like the gummy candies we get here. They're a little different. And she also bought herself some wafer-like cookies with caramel, so yeah, rather interesting, and I think that's another place she would like to go revisit during our week of vacation, so we'll see. You never know. So, what do I have craft-wise to show? Well, there's one thing that I did show in the video I didn't end up uploading, and it's called a Chinese knot scrubby. It's just using, you're supposed to, I didn't of course, but you're supposed to hold 2 strands of like the sugar and cream or peaches and cream cotton together to make it. You just crochet a strip and then you weave it on itself. You sew the 2 ends together and it makes this, which is a Chinese knot. And of course this would be bigger if I had held the 2 strands together. And you can either keep it round like this or you can flatten it out and make it like that. So what I was thinking might be interesting for those of us who have kitty cats is to actually put some catnip in the center, close it back up, toss it on the floor, see what they do. So I might end up trying that and see, if our kitty cats would be interested, because the catnip will probably end up falling out little bits and pieces here and there as they play with it. So that might be interesting to see, and my camera's going dark. So we'll see. I'll let you know if I try that, what they think of it. The last thing I have to share with you, Zoe 24 Karat Crochet, if I can get this right, has shown in a couple videos some African flower triceratops that she's been making, and Erin Gimme Yarn 418 has also done a couple of these African flower creations, and it's really neat. And I remembered that I had purchased some time ago the pattern for a Stegosaurus, but I kept thinking this thing is going to be huge, it's going to take a lot of stuffing, and then only to realize that it's not going to be as huge because it's actually made out of not worsted weight yarn, but sock weight yarn. So I was thinking, because when it comes to dinosaurs, my favorite dinosaurs are Stegosauruses, that I would use the leftover mini skeins from that's not being used for the zigzag scarf, which I need to get working on as well. But figured I'd use those. I just have to find a color that's going to go around all of them to be put together. So you may be seeing progress on that coming up over time. So I really have to get into my stash and find something that can be the main color that goes around every one of them, and then they get put together. But did look over the pattern. It looks like it's going to be interesting. Hopefully I'll be able to pull it off, and you'll see. But one of the patterns that came up in my Ravelry when I was looking for that particular pattern was for these really cute little Stegosauruses, and I call them Stegosaurus babies, and this is why. He's really hard to hold on to because he's so tiny. So this was just a fun little thing to do, to have something to do, and like I said, they look like little Stegosaurus babies. I just used some puff paint for the eyes and the mouth. And because this is actually supposed to be done using worsted weight yarn, I used a size 2 weight yarn. So I thought that was really neat. And because I made this one, I got a couple requests for some. So starting from oldest to youngest, since I decided to do one for each of my kids. Here's my oldest ones. He's done using black and red. And then my daughter, this is actually the same weight yarn, but it came out smaller. If you can look at the little bit of size difference there. But hers is done with this really neat dark turquoise blue with sparkly orange. And the yarn is actually sparkly. It's not showing up sparkly. There we go. A little bit of sparkle in the yarn, so that's hers. And then my next to youngest favorite color is purple. So he's got a purple baby Stegosaurus. And then for my youngest one, I did this one, which is actually turquoise, but he's showing up kind of green in the camera here. But yeah, it's actually a lighter turquoise and with orange. So one for everybody. So I have a whole family. Oh no! Sorry about that. Dropped baby Stegosaurus. Terrible. So got a whole family of them here. So they'll be going to their appropriate homes today now that they've been in a video. Other than that, that's it, Crafty. That's it for Rambly. Not really sure when I'm going to get my video done next week. Have to talk to my daughter so we can plan out what we plan on doing each day of the vacation. Because like I said, she took hers at the same time as I took mine, so we could do some things we want to do and we don't necessarily get a chance to do. Because it's either she's at work and I'm asleep, or, you know, like today I'm off and she's at work. So, or it's the weekend and we've got just other stuff to do, or some of these places aren't open on the weekend. So we'll see. I'm hoping to get the birthday gifts out in the mail Thursday, because I believe one of the things we plan on doing is going to the farmer's market, and that is actually right there where the post office is. So gotta get these things in the mail. Gotta get them in the mail. So anyway, that being said, I'm going to call it quits. I don't want to ramble anymore. So do look forward to watching everyone's videos. I hope you all have a wonderfully crafty week and a wonderfully crafty weekend. As for me, I'm out. I'm actually going to go make some marble brownies, and while they're cooking, get this edited and uploaded. As for you, it's good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day, whatever it is. I really do hope it's a great one, and I will see you all sometime next week. Okay, till then, bye.